All right, I'm here at the US Consulate in Melbourne. You can see the American flag over there. I've come here to pay respect to the 6 fallen American heroes who laid down their lives and made the ultimate sacrifice for the greater good of the world. I hope that this video reaches out to the family members of these American heroes so they know that they may be gone, but they will never be forgotten.
All right, folks, this is Harris Sultan. I'm sure by now you would have heard this argument, especially in America, that we don't want to get involved in another Middle Eastern war. We don't want this to become another quagmire where this war is protracted for decades and we lose countless American soldiers. This is just going to be another Iraq or Afghanistan. This argument stems from deep ignorance and is coming from people who don't understand Middle Eastern politics. Let me show you a clip from right after 9/11. These are the people of Iran. Back in 2001, they condemned the terrorist attack on America, in which 3,000 American civilians died. Have a look at this. This is 25 years ago, guys. They were holding vigils. This is not something fresh. Even 25 years ago, the people of Iran were siding with the United States, not with their regime. That always chanted death to America, death to Israel. And in contrast to that, this is how the people of Gaza reacted to the news of the 9/11 terrorist attack. So they were celebrating that. This is exactly what happened in Pakistan. I saw some people celebrating. I wasn't one of them, but I just wasn't sure how to react to that. I was in Pakistan back then. A lot of people in the Middle East celebrated that. Even people in Kuwait who had only a decade earlier been liberated by the United States. They all celebrated that, but not the people of Iran. So the people of Iran have been yearning for freedom from the Islamic regime for a very long time. And this is not something new. And this is why this operation is different from the war in Afghanistan, from the war in Iraq. The United States did not have the mass support of the people of those countries because they were highly Islamized and they hated America, but not the people of Iran. Let me give you more evidence. So far in this conflict, 6 US servicemen have fallen. And guess who is mourning their loss? Guess who understands the gravity of their sacrifices? It's the Iranian people. Look at this. Iranians have set up a memorial for the fallen US soldiers in front of the US consulate in Hamburg. May they rest in peace. And they are sharing their grief with the family members of the fallen heroes. Look at that. These are Iranian people. I don't remember seeing that in the Iraq or Afghanistan war. I remember seeing a lot of protests from Muslims and wokes alike, wokes of the time. We didn't call them that yet. And look what Crown Prince Raza Pahlavi had to say. My heart aches for the 3 American heroes killed and the 5 wounded by the regime. The Iranian people are forever in their debt. To their grieving families, please accept our immense love, deepest condolences, and eternal gratitude. Look at this. This is outside the US Embassy in London. Iranians are paying respects to the American soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice in this war. As it faithfully goes, how can you say that these people don't deserve freedom when they have nothing but respect and love and admiration for the United States, down to very soldiers who are fighting in this war to liberate the people of Iran? The people of Iran love the people of the United States. Every single one. Of course not Cenk Uyghur and Dan Bilzerian and Dave Smith and idiots like those. But they understand the United States, the US of A, that I love. I know why people can fall in love with the United States. because I'm in love with the United States, because I can understand, I can foresee how terrible the world would be without the United States of America. The last superpower before the United States was the United Kingdom of Great Britain. They colonized weaker countries, okay? The United States of America is the only country that introduced a model, an economic model, where you can maximize and optimize your efficiency through economic means by not conquering other countries. So that is the ingenuity of the American model. Pax Americana is the best superpower the world has ever had. Just picture any time in history. The superpower of the time will always conquer its adversaries. But the US doesn't do that. It doesn't go in America's favor. When America goes into Iraq or Afghanistan or now in Iran, it goes in to preserve the Western world order, which is absolutely critical in ensuring our way of life. These people are anti-West and by extension, anti-America. After World War II, America had no choice but to police the world. Because if we don't police the world, this world order will fall apart. What are you going to do when you send your trade ship in the Strait of Malacca? Obviously, China will take control of that and China will dictate its terms. We don't want that. That's bad for global business. So that's why America is a force of good. And we have to appreciate that. And the Iranian people, above all, understand that. And the Iranian people are not the only one. Look at these people of Israel paying homage, paying respect to the 6 fallen American heroes. This is so beautiful. They will name every single one of them.
Sergeant Noah Tegens.
Captain Cody Cork.
Sergeant Nicole M. Amar.
Major Jeffrey O'Brien.
Chief Warrant Officer 3, Raman M. Razan.
Sergeant Declan J. Cody, 20, of West Des Moines, Iowa. During his deployment, he told his father that even while working 12-hour days, almost every day, it was the happiest he had ever been. He leaves behind a loving family. His sister said it best. You never think it will be your family until it is.
Sergeant First Class Nicole M. Amor served in the U.S. Army Reserve after first enlisting in the National Guard in 2005. Earning multiple commendations for her service, she leaves behind her husband and 2 children.
Major Jeffrey O'Brien of Waukee, Iowa served as the Signal Corps officer in the U.S. Army Reserve after commissioning in 2012. Over the years, he dedicated himself to the mission and the soldiers around him. Major O'Brien leaves behind a legacy of service, leadership, and sacrifice.
Chief Warrant Officer 3, Raman M. Razan, 54 of Sacramento, California. Those who spoke about him described the man who served his country with honor and distinction. He leaves behind a wife and family who now carry his memory forward.
Sergeant First Class Noah Tegens served in the United States Army and gave his life while deploying in the Middle East. A respected soldier and leader. He leaves behind a son, a community that looked up to him, and a legacy of leadership, service, and compassion.
Captain Cody Cork, 35, of Winter Haven, Florida. Served as a military police officer in the U.S. Army Reserve after first enlisting in the National Guard in 2009. Cody was more than a soldier. His family described him as the life of the party. His legacy lives on in the people he touched and in the love of family and country that defined his life. May his memory be a blessing.
God bless America.
God bless Israel. And God bless the people of Iran.
That was very beautiful and obviously emotional as well. So, my dear Americans, please do not fall for this propaganda. We have to support this war. Now, I don't know how this war is going to end up. I am an optimistic person. I do believe that the people of Iran will take control of the government and they will be liberated and they will control their own destiny, thanks to the sacrifices made by American soldiers and thanks to the leadership of Israel and the United States, and especially of President Trump. All of these things are going to work together and make a better future for all of us. That is my hope. But of course, hope is not a strategy. And I also have faith in the American system. I believe that America studies war, analyzes reports, looks into every possible scenarios better than any other country. So that's why I remain hopeful that we will win this war. But please, for a moment, do not compare the people of Iran with the people of Iraq and Afghanistan. This is a completely different situation. You cannot look at it from the same Middle Eastern lens that we look Iraq and Afghanistan with. So let's stay hopeful and let's hope that this war ends quickly and we emerge victorious.